Let's walk this way. We're now in Eastern Canada.
All in one, baby.
So we got into Brandon, Manitoba. It was a little bit late, but we got our camp spot set up and we're just getting dinner going for tonight. And where did we camp? There we go. Always good for an overnight. So the drive that we're taking through Manitoba is on Highway 2. We decided not to take the Trans-Canada to get through. It turns out it's called the Red Coat Trail, and we never knew that. But we did notice when we were in Regina and we went to the Northwest Mounted Police historical place, this Red Coat Trail was back from 1873 when the Northwest Mounted Police made their march to go west to start policing the West. Highway 2 is a close representation of the trail that they took back in that year. So we're going to follow Highway 2 all the way to Winnipeg. And let's see how many roadside attractions we can see. We left Brandon, Manitoba this morning, and we ended up in Glenboro, Manitoba. And what's behind me is this large camel. Let's go find out what that's all about. So this is Sarah the camel. What was it? Listen to the...
Sarah the camel was made to draw attention to the community of Glenboro because 6 miles north of here is a place called Spirit Sands, commonly known as the Manitoba Desert. You can look it up.
We made it all the way to Holland. And here's the next stop on our roadside attraction tour through Manitoba. So what's this attraction? It's a windmill. And how come there's a windmill in the middle of Manitoba? Well, it turns out to be one of the original settlers in 1881. His last name was Holland, and he was the first postmaster of this town. Now in Traherne, and we were searching for this glass bottle church, and we found it. So let's go in and take a look. And here's the church.
I wish it was sunny. Look at how beautiful it is. Huh?
Oh, look at that.
You'd be able to see
An
right
organ and pews and everything.
It's a little church.
Bob and Dora Kane built these structures, and they actually hosted events in them all the way until 2005. And after 2005, the Kane family donated them to the city. Here's something you don't run into every day. Here in Elm Creek, Manitoba, we got the world's largest fire hydrant. While in Winnipeg, we thought we'd take a little bit of a tour here at the Royal Canadian Mint. This is something we never get to see on the West Coast. So every flag here on the driveway into the Mint represents a country that has had coins minted here at one point or another.
So we can't do any pictures or video on the tour of the Royal Canadian Mint, but this was really interesting. These are medals that they made for the Vancouver 2010 Olympic Games. These are the Paralympic medals. They have Braille on the back, and the other three are for the Olympic Games medal. What's really cool about this is every single one, like all the different athletes, is unique and different. So nobody has the same medal as each other, and that's the first time they've ever done that in the game's history. They're also the heaviest in history, about 1/2 kilogram each. So they're beautiful.
Okay, so no cameras on the tour, so I'm going to take the camera back out and we'll get back to you as soon as we get out. We just finished the tour. I got my camera back. What a fascinating tour that was. So right behind us here, this is the Royal Canadian Mint in Winnipeg, and the other mint is in Ottawa. This one here, they can actually produce 15 million coins a day, and they're currently in production for 4 other countries in the world and Canada. One of them being the Philippines that I could remember. So anyhow, to commemorate this trip, we ended up buying a coin here, and we ended up getting one, a $30 coin of Canada, and it shows the sceneries and all the different areas of Canada. So
Craig wouldn't buy me the $1 million coin. It's solid gold, weighs 100 kilograms, and there's only 5 of them made. One was stolen in Germany, one's in the mint, a couple are in museums, and one is in the living room of some prince in Dubai being used as a coffee table. So we got this one instead.
Ours is $30.
Woo!
Okay, on to the next place.
Let's go.
We're here at a place called the Forks Market in Winnipeg, and it's a place where the two rivers meet. And the really cool thing about this place is you can actually buy a beer and then head down to the river and drink it sitting on the edge. This is my kind of place. There, so we got our drinks from the Common.
Yeah, the Forks.
Now we're going to find a place to sit. This is an area here called the Wall Through Time, and the Red River is pretty well known for its flooding. And take a look at the flooding that happened here in 1950. And this blue line in the wall is the flood level from 1950 from that river down there. We're taking a day off today. So, an anniversary gift for us. We're taking the day off and we're going to Thermea Nordic Spa.
Woo!
So she's had to put up with me for 29 years. So I decided to treat my wife and myself to a day at the spa.
It's a wee share gift.
Okay, no cameras in there, so off it goes.
Bye.
After about 7 hours in the spa here at Thermea in Winnipeg, I think I'm ready to go.
It was terrific.
I'm not sure I'll be able to drive back.
Relaxed.
Okay, let's go. We start the day today in the center of Canada.
Welcome to the middle.
We made it.
Woo!
Let's walk back.
Okay.
We're now in Eastern Canada.
And it only took 2.5, almost 3 months.
And we're still going to keep going east. So on
Let's
to
head that away.
What is it? On to Ontario today.
On to Ontario.
On to Ontario.
Let's go.
The long and winding road. Here's something you don't run into every day. Here in Elm Creek.
Yep. Manitoba. You're in Manitoba.
Okay,
Are you a little too relaxed, Craig?
after about 7 hours in the spa.
Yeah.
And, where are we?
Thermea in Winnipeg. Thermea in Winnipeg, in case you don't speak Craig.